And here we are. We made it to Sunday. I had to do this live early because my work hours today were cut short because our babysitters bailed on us. It has been a nearly impossible task finding dependable people in this town. And part of it is they're fucking racist. Apparently, a lot of these people in these little shithole rundown towns think gentrification is a bad thing. They don't like it when people with lighter skin move to the area and start spending money fixing up the place, hiring people, buying stuff locally, spreading money around. And apparently that's a bad thing here. You would think that people would be happy that, you know, we bought a house, a house that had been abandoned for 6 years. The neighbors used it as, this is the reason why the neighbors are upset with us, because they would use it as their own personal party spot and dog park. Man, it took me several months to clean up all the dog shit out of this yard. It's a half-acre property. So yeah, they were upset because they couldn't, their dog park got taken away. And yeah, but anyway, so I had to cut it short today. I was working on kydex. I got these crazy, the reverse trench knives. I'm kydexing. I got the kitchen knife I showed y'all. I got that done. It's already packaged up. And then I got the sword I'm working on. That beauty. Well, the sword I finished. So for the sword, I am doing a kydex sheath, but really, a sword like this really should have a leather fancy sheath. For one, I did a hand finish on the blade, and there's a whole lot of blade there. So what I'm doing is a felt-lined kydex sheath. And then what I'll do is kind of soak this with a thinned down mixture of the axe wax and WD-40. That way, every time the short sword is pulled from the sheath, it will like wax the blade, because it'll have a good like amount of wax in here. So you actually, you know, be cleaning the blade every time it's removed and resheathed. And so I'm gonna do something a little bit fancy on the sheath. I'm not just gonna do a plain kydex sheath. Obviously, because it's got the felt. But I'm going to cover up where the felt comes over onto the front, onto the show side. I'll cover it up with some kydex. And I'm trying to figure out how I've got this carbon fiber. It's just loose, raw carbon fiber. What's up, Chris? What's up, CW? What's up, Mayor? How you doing? Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm trying to figure on attaching either some carbon fiber just to make it not an ordinary kydex sheath, and I do have some of these some cutoffs from this ivory. I may I don't know, try to incorporate that somehow. I'm working on it. I'll have it figured out by tomorrow. So this is as far as I could have got today. So yeah. See, the thing is, our babysitters, this is the first time they cancel them. My wife's pretty upset because she had her whole day planned out. She's starting a new career. She's already got a listing. She's a real estate agent, real estate mogul. And so she just started this new career. She's already got a listing. She's already got a house to sell. So she's got a bunch of work to do. Obviously, I got a bunch of work to do. So until we can get this babysitter situation, I'll just be working a few hours in the morning, let her do her thing, then I got to go back to it at night. So I'll still get everything done. Oh, you flip homes too? Oh, that's cool. This is kind of a new thing for us. She's just going to be selling houses and stuff, and I'm sure eventually she may work on buying some properties to flip. But the flipping part's more my thing. It's kind of a side project. We're gonna almost done with this place. We'll be moving out in late spring, early summer, and have this place up for rent. We're gonna buy another decent place, but I'm gonna find there's lots of these little shithole properties around here that are you can buy them dirt cheap, $20,000-$30,000 cash, and then you drop another 20 into them, and they'll be rentable at least. Stacking assets. So back to the knives. So I did get the karambits heat treated. Some heat treat colors on there, kind of cool. I used the ATP 1669 2 for $69. It's an anti-scale compound. Usually I wrap these in the stainless steel foil, but I tried the anti-scale compound this time. The thing I'm realizing about the anti-scale compound, I think it's going to be work great for the Damascus karambits I do. Is when you do Damascus without a compound like that, you end up having to grind them a little bit thinner to get off the decarb, because when you go to etch, if you don't have all the decarb taken off, it just makes a dull gray finish and it's ugly. And it's obvious. What's my opinion of MagnaCut? Man, I like MagnaCut. It's good stuff. It's real good stuff. It's tough steel. Supposed to be super corrosion resistant when it's heat treated correctly. I've heard tales of it rusting, but I've never seen it. I've never seen photos of it rusting. I've seen people like running their mouths on Facebook about MagnaCut. It's good stuff. I got this other stuff coming called Zfinite, and it's from a different company, and it's supposed to be even more corrosive resistant than MagnaCut. Let's see, it's the best out there in my opinion. Yeah, man, it's the thing about MagnaCut is it's like right in the middle of the road as far as hardness and toughness. You can get other steels that are harder and might hold a better edge, but they're not as tough. You can get other steels that are tougher, but they're not going to hold as good of an edge. So that MagnaCut is really good at being right in the middle of the road, man. I have no complaints with it. I carry MagnaCut or two. This is a MagnaCut one. My first little Persian. That's the MagnaCut, and then the Sidewinder that I carry in my new pocket sheath. So I realized this is MagnaCut too, but I was realizing about this, what I need to do, see how flat it is. I need to give it a little curve, so it kind of cups your butt cheek a little bit. LMAX is the same thing as like S30V or S30 CPMS. Same shit. LMAX, it might have like a slightly different makeup, but it's basically S30V as far as LMAX. So yeah, LMAX is good stuff. Yeah, it's not bad. Then if you compare LMAX to, or S30V to MagnaCut, MagnaCut's going to be a little bit tougher, and I think it actually holds an edge a little bit better. I don't know, I'd have to re-look at all their stats and everything, but I have no complaints with S30 or LMAX. I used S35VN for a little bit. That was good stuff before MagnaCut came out. But I think that stuff's just ends up being a little chippy. Like if you get a thin edge, get the edge down thin. I haven't used 20C. I have not tried that. How y'all doing? What's up? Man, I can't pronounce Anamide Samson. And let's see. Yeah, some of y'all's stuff I can't. What is it? Lost Adventure. Something. How y'all doing? Yeah, I haven't tried 20CV yet because that shit's super expensive. I imagine for the price, it's probably really good shit. But it's like really expensive. I remember I was gonna try some of that and compare it to MagnaCut, And I went to look up, and I was like, well, I'll just buy, like, you know, I don't know, a strip to make a karambit or two. Man, it was it was basically going to cost me about $100 a knife just for the steel. And so I was like, fuck that. Fuck that shit. It can't be that damn good. What's up, USA? Let's roll. How you doing, buddy? So yeah, I had to do an early live today because our babysitters suck. Basically, no, they're great with the kids. They do really good with the kids, and they help clean up and do dishes occasionally, and but they're kind of flaky. This was like the second weekend or second time they're supposed to work in a row that they didn't show up, and it's not the first time it's happened either, but it's just the second time in a row. So, dude, quit hitting my camera. My dog's trying to play. You fucking drop this ball right underneath the tripod and start nudging it with his nose. Fucker. He acted like I didn't take him on like a fucking 1.5 mile run this morning. Then he was mad because I didn't take anywhere yesterday. So yeah, oh, let me get to the knives because I'm over here talking, running my mouth, and I'm supposed to be getting out of here. So I have six of these guys available. Sidewinder karambit. These are .20, I think, thickness nitro V. So they're a little bit thicker. A little thickness to them. So I have, like I said, 6 of these available. I'm going to do 2 in high polish stag handle. I will do probably 2 the toxic green, and then I'll do 1 carbon fiber. Unless somebody wants a custom handle, let me know. You got a few days. You got a day or 2 to decide before I get to the handles. As long as you catch me before I start the handles, you can get a custom handle. Let's see. Let's say Joe Mac 20 CV never gets dull, and when it does, you really need dimes. Yeah. Imagine those super steels. Yeah, that's what I always tell people, because on my heat treat, I tend to get a point or 2 higher than average as far as Rockwell hardness, and people are like, oh, that's so hard. No. It's going to be hard to sharpen. I'm like, yeah, I know it's going to be hard to sharpen. It's also going to be hard to dull. So, give and take, man. That's it with stainless steels. With high carbon steels, you can get that bitch super hard. Most high carbon steels, you can get them like really hard, and then they're still pretty easy to sharpen. You can take a fucking ceramic rod. This is what I sharpen most of my my personal high carbon steel stuff that I use. I'll pull up an edge with this, and then throw it on the strop. Like my machetes. Of course, I don't let the machetes get too dull either. If they do get, like, if I get into a rock or something, I'll go take it to the machine and fucking grind that shit down. But, yeah, ceramic rod. This sucker's like, probably like 20 years old. Oh, this is a case one, too. So you know it's an older one. The case hadn't made this shit since, like, the 90s. Maybe early 2000s. So, anyway. Sidewinders. Y'all got me on a tangent. I got 6 of those, and I've got 5 of these available. Yeah, the ceramic rods are badass. So I got 5 Guardians. These little double edges, basically just like a dagger, kind of a flaccid dagger. It's badass knives though. I carry one of these. Stag sidewinders, they'll be around $200, dude. The Stag material, obviously it costs a little more than the G10, and it's a little more processing to get it on a little knife like this, right? So, I mean, they're a little bit more. They're only like maybe $30 more than the other ones, so not too much. So I got 5 of these. I will be doing one of these high polish with a fancy Stag. I got this chunk of Stag my homeboy sent me. He's like, man, I want you to make a knife with that. I'm like, well, what do you want? He's like, no, I don't want it. It's got it's got AFK on it. It's for you. I was like, man, thank you so much. So yeah, I got some friends, customers that are pretty generous people. This is what I've met is most of the people in the knife community, pretty good people, pretty good dudes. Even if I don't like personally like somebody, doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person. I'm just a fucking weird fucker and have weird tastes, I guess. So I'll have one of these available. I checked. I actually shouldn't because I had a bunch of orders. Karambits.com is ordering a bunch of these. Like I think they want like 8 or 9 of them, and only have 5. So they'll get 4, and I'll get one of you guys. Can get one. Same thing with the foos. They have like a dozen foos I think ordered, but I only have 5. So I'll give you guys an opportunity. I'll put up one on the Shopify, and others are gone. And so I'll be working on these, trying to bust them out in time for the holiday. In addition to that, I did get oh boy's vest buoy drilled up. The feather Damascus. That's gonna be a badass knife. I'm gonna do ivory. Oh yeah, he gave me a chunk of ivory, walrus ivory, for the handle. Also, I'm super stoked about this, man. I'm gonna put my forge together, make sure my forge is set up and running tomorrow afternoon, and I'm gonna forge the tang area. It's got a lot of meat on it, and so I'm kind of moving the tang back a little bit, just a hair, and then stretching it out. It'll be badass. Now, this is a feather Damascus also, so that's, I'm not forging on the blade. I'm just gonna do the stock removal. And then in addition to those, I'm gonna cut out. This is just random Damascus, Michael Hassel. I'm gonna cut this sucker out, and we're gonna get it ready for heat treat. Get it ready to put together. So this is gonna be badass. Arkansas toothpick with the crown stag handle. This is the handle for this was donated by Jay Nielsen, and same as well as this one. Both handles were donated by Jay Nielsen. Proceeds from these 2 blades will go to help the flood victims in Texas from, I keep saying a few months ago, it's been like 6-8 months now. I guess last spring when I had all this crazy weather there. So, but yeah, these are gonna make badass, kind of classic, very Western classic knives. When I drew these up, I drew them up and posted on my Facebook. Somebody posted on there, oh, those have been done a million times. And it's like, yeah, but not by me. Not by me. You know, buoys, all vest buoys, these have been done thousands of times. And, you know, bowie knives have been done thousands. Swords have been done, you know, tens of thousands. That doesn't matter to me, because it wasn't done by me. I didn't do it. Oh yeah, I did not get to this. I will get to this. I should have jumped on this first thing, and so I could have had it posted. But I'll have this up, and it will be available in time for the holidays. It'll look brand new when I get done with it. It was kind of carried and just, I don't know, maybe neglected, I guess. But it's a chisel grind. I don't do many chisel grinds, so if you're into chisel grinds or collectors, this is a collector's piece because it's actually one of a kind. There's only one chisel grind I've done of this particular model. Only other one I've done chisel grind, I believe, is the Foo. I will do them if you want them. If you want a chisel grind knife, just let me know. Otherwise, I don't do them. They don't sell like regular knives. And this is a business, so. And business is good. Business is actually great. Let's see. So tomorrow it's back on Kydex. I'll finish these up tomorrow. I got to cut out of here. My old lady's probably like, wondering where the fuck I am. She must probably be even watching me on this, being like, yes, I will put it on the Shopify unless you want to You can just hit me up, send me a message, and you can, if you want it, you can get it. If you want to wait to see what it looks like after I get done with it, cool. Yeah, I'll post it and I'll have it on here. And if you want it, just let me know. I'll set it aside for you. No problem, dude. No problem. I won't even list it if I don't have to. If I don't have to go through it, I won't. So yeah, I'm going to cut out of here. Tomorrow's back on the Kydex. Kydex on this beautiful beast. Hey, stay safe, CW. Y'all have a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna cut out of here. Y'all be cool. Y'all stay safe, and I'll holler at you tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Monday. Yeah, we'll be here Monday. Y'all have a great rest of your Sunday.